Alright, so we are taking the truck and doing a little bit of an overlanding adventure with two of the other Shift Colorado editors, so this should be a fun time. It's a short little stint, it's an easy trail. I haven't done much overlanding other than like what's needed for fishing or hunting, so this will be interesting to see how it all goes. Got a bunch of stuff packed up, food, drinks, cornhole, you know, the essentials. But yeah, I figured I might as well take you guys along with me, so enjoy! Also, I'm not sure if I told you guys about this or not, but the truck did get into an accident. It wasn't my fault, which was nice. The guy tried to run on me, but I followed him in the truck, and police came by and they're like, hey, yeah, this guy's pretty much human garbage. So he ended up pretty much getting taken to jail, which was pretty insane. Guess he had multiple arrest warrants. So it's still a little bit banged up. We're gonna do an article on it in Shift Colorado called Shift Goes to the Junkyard, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and on my way back from a dove hunt, my exhaust, like one of the flanges from the downpipe to the rest of the exhaust, it just decided to shear off completely. So that was loud as hell, but that got fixed within a day. Got a new belt on the engine. I think it might have been a serpentine. I can't remember though. And then just got an alignment on it after the car accident. So we should be fine for this. This truck is really cool. It's been through a ton, from trailering race cars across states to my landscaping business that I used to have. It also was my grandpa's originally, so I inherited it. He was a park ranger and he used this truck in Castlewood Canyon, which is pretty sweet. It used to have a big old camper on the back of it, but now it just has a topper, and that's what I like to sleep in the back of on really any kind of camping trip, any chance I can get. Way more comfortable than a tent. Pretty certain we just found our little spot up here. It's pretty sick. Curious to see what it looks like in the morning. I have no idea where we're at. So Jake, why are you getting a long stick?
Because I lock my keys in my truck. A long stick and something to wedge the door open with. It's pretty easy.
That was satisfying.
That was way easier. Thanks for the suggestion, Chris.
Nice. How's it feel?
Relax.
How's it feel?
Feels fucking great.
Ooh-wee.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Some B-roll shots of the fucking burritos. Alright, we are now on to day 2. Had a really good night sleep. Just had a great time hanging out by the fire last night. Heard a bunch of elk, and it was pretty sweet. But yeah, just getting back on the road now and continuing on. God damn, those breakfast burritos were good. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chris. I am one of the editors at Shift Magazine,
And this is Shifting to Low. This is our little overland adventure that I kind of cooked up to get some of us together and just drive our rigs around in the middle of nowhere. Behind me is my 97 LX450. It's 80 series Land Cruiser in a cheap bow tie. It's got 254,000 miles on it. We can see it's a little bit set up. We got the ARB bumper and the Warren winch. We got the big tent. We got some rock sliders, and in the back it's all kitted out with shelf system, all the recovery gear, all the camping gear that you would need. And it's a pretty awesome rig. I've taken it all sorts of places all over the state here in Colorado. It's been to Utah a couple times. It's been through Death Valley. Super solid rig. Absolutely love it.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Jake, editor at Shift Colorado magazine. This is my 1991 Toyota 4Runner. I've had it for about 10 years. This car carried me through my 20s. It was my daily driver for most of the time that I've owned it. Recently, it's been demoted to a weekend warrior, sat in storage for a little while. Just got it back on the road, about 200,000 miles. Mostly stock, but still does great off-road. It's carried me throughout all of Colorado and Utah. And yeah, overall, just a fun rig to drive around on the weekend, which is exactly what we're doing today.
All right, what's up, guys? My name is Marty Kier, holy shit, I was going to do a networking speech. But yeah, how's it going, guys? My name is Marty Kier, also another editor at Shift Colorado magazine. This is my 2000 Chevy Silverado 2500. I inherited it from my grandpa earlier this year, and I have driven it off and on probably for the last decade or so. It is pretty much bone stock. It's got a really nice deep blue color. Really interesting spec because it's a 2500, but it's a two-door long bed. So kind of a fun combination, but I haven't had a whole lot of overlanding experience, but this is a great one already so far. So I'm probably being a little bit too cautious with my driving, but loving it. So glad to be here.
Chris, do you have a name for your vehicle?
So I did name my vehicle. This particular LX is named Chungus after the incrementally fatter and fatter Bugs Bunny meme. It felt appropriate because it's just a big, heavy vehicle that just kind of waddles around. So yeah, Chungus.
Jake?
All right, do you have a name for your vehicle, sir?
Yeah, this is the only vehicle I've ever owned with a name, and it's Layla. And the story behind it is the day I bought it in Greeley, I was driving it home to my house in Steamboat, and somewhere around Idaho Springs, I had a classic rock station on the original radio, and Eric Clapton's Layla came on, which is a fantastic song, best guitar intro of all time. And I hit a pothole on the entrance ramp back onto I-70, and the radio cut out in the middle of that song. So I had about 3 hours of driving left with that stuck in my head. So when I got to my driveway in Steamboat, I decided I would name this truck Layla.
All right, Marty. So Jake and I have told the stories of the names behind our trucks. What about yours?
Don't have one, sorry.
All right, we're getting back onto some tarmac and heading to Woodland Park next. I'm actually kind of looking forward to being on some smooth pavement. That last part of the leg was, or at least that last part of the trail was a bit rough. A lot of bouncing back and forth. Don't know how much I'm into that. Like, I like it for a little bit, but once it keeps going for a little while, I'm like, not my style. Yeah, now we're traveling through Buena Vista area. This area is really cool. I haven't explored it a whole lot. Real cool to see the patches of aspens and all of the pine trees, so some pretty sights out here, folks. 4Runner apparently is experiencing some trouble. Everything okay?
I think so. I was just like, I had no power pulling out of that corner.
I noticed that a little bit, yeah.
I was gonna try and slide it and make it look cool, and then like I put my foot down, there's nothing.
Could this be the altitude we're at?
Yeah. That was foot down.
Just going to 3.
Damn.
That's an issue.
That's not good.
No.
Is it supposed to be hot?
No.
That could be problematic. I wonder if it's shaking itself loose and it's not fully seated.
It's kind of what I'm wondering. This is a newer EFI relay. I put this in like within the last, I want to say 2 years. Alright. Go give it a key on. Let it reset itself.
It would be reliable, they said. Says the guy who's been stranded on the side of the Pony Express.
So there's 2 options for what could be wrong here based on my experience with the same problem. It's either EFI relay and this will reset it, or it's fuel filter. If it's fuel filter, it's fixable. I just don't have a filter. What's the closest town that might have a like a parts store?
I think best bet would be Fair Play.
From where we are right now.
Because the fuel filter it's in line and it's right on the side of the frame.
Honestly, it'd probably be backtracking to Woodland Park.
Kind of what I was thinking too.
Or skip the whole route and press on to Fair Play.
Well, let's see what that did. Really.
And see if the reset fixed it.
Yeah, if we do need to press on to Fair Play, we've also got my land in Hartzell that we could easily stay at overnight.
It's much better sounding.
It's revving past 3 now. And that fuel filter too. So maybe when we get to Campton, I'd like pull that filter out and see if we can just blow through it and get whatever's in there out of it. But I'd be comfortable taking this to camp the way it is. So. I'll keep you guys posted if we need to pull over again just so we can do the same thing. It seems like that sort of fixed it.
Yeah, sounds good. All's well that ends well.
So basically what's going on with Jake's 4Runner is that it's having some kind of fuel problem. It's not really wanting to rev past 3,000 RPM, but it fluctuates. It'll go up to 4,000 and then it'll limit at 2,500. So it's kind of all over the place. We're thinking it's either some kind of relay, could be the fuel filter itself. But yeah, we're just kind of investigating here.
So the cool story behind some of these wrenches, the house I grew up in, across the street there was this little old lady, and she had family, but they didn't come by that often, so my dad and I would like mow the lawn and like shovel snow for her and everything. And she really appreciated it, her family really appreciated it. When she passed away, her son came by our house and said, "Hey, my father was a tool and die man. That basement is full of tools. You guys can go look through it. And anything that you want in there, you're more than welcome to have."
Nice.
And that's where this set of wrenches came from.
That's pretty dope. got that rag for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Confident with that.
Cool.
It would have started acting up again.
You feel like it's revving better?
Yeah, because I think maybe just emptying all the fuel out of there and then getting some solvent in it, shaking it up a bit, might have cleared up whatever blockage there was. Definitely filter.
Fair enough.
You know what it is now.
So basically what Jake ended up doing was he took out the fuel filter, which was pretty easy to get to based on what I could see, and sprayed in some brake cleaner, some kind of cleaning solvent in there, and it's revving better now. So we'll see how it goes. We might end up having to cut our trip short, but either way, it's been super fun. So hopefully we can make it to our desired campground, but we'll see. Feels like I need a goddamn Hans device in this to clip my neck into, because it's like every single bump. It's like, cool, I need to go to the chiropractor now. So that's how you get seasickness on land. Now I know. Jake's 4Runner needs, it seems like, a new relay as well as a new fuel filter. So one of the auto parts stores out in Buena Vista is setting that aside for them. Alright, so I think the plan is that we're going to leave the 4Runner here. We're going to go to the store to get the part, come back and hopefully fix it. But also, pretty cool, there is a rainbow. Oh yeah. Nice. Alright, well, now we are pulling into the Napa Auto Parts store in Buena Vista. It was a pretty relaxing drive though. Very gloomy out. Very, very gloomy. I love it though. And we made it back.
I'm just soaked in gross gasoline right now.
I bet.
This is my least favorite thing ever right now.
I can imagine. Yeah, I did not think I was gonna have to break out this coat. This is like a full-on winter coat. So glad I brought it. Little sip. Let's see. Nice.
Oh, she's fucking clogged.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I could blow right through the other one. Chris, we found the
I
problem.
think that's what your issue was.
I can't even blow air through this thing.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm curious what'll happen if we put the compressor on it and try and backflow it.
I don't even know if we'll be able to. That thing is restricted. Cool. Well, now I know for the future I need to start bringing a spare fuel filter on all of my overlanding trips. Part number 23319 from Napa will do the trick just fine.
Ah, there goes a buoy.
You know what I should have paid attention to? Which way that was facing.
Is one end larger than the other?
There are some bushings in there that I'm not going to worry about.
Getting rainwater mixed in with my whiskey.
Hey. It's helping you breathe.
I guess so.
Does that seem more flowy?
I would say so.
110%. I can't get air through that one. I can't believe there was enough fuel getting through it to run the truck.
Same. Yeah, that is pretty bonkers.
Cool. Well, this should be quick and easy. Yeah. And wet. Ugh, this is the only pair of warm pants I have.
Alright, so basically the plan here is that Chris and I swapped places, and Chris is going to string up a tarp to provide at least some cover, which will be also helpful for Jake tomorrow if it's still raining. That way he has some additional cover, so... Thanks for bringing the tarp, Chris.
Picking up.
Alright, so we made it through the night, and somehow I still have battery life on this thing. But we got hit with a pretty heavy snow shower. My boots got pretty damn soaked, and they were still soaked this morning. Granted, they were the lower quality boots that I have. But I'm so glad I brought that ski jacket with me. I just saw that there was a 10% chance of snow, and I was like, I'm gonna bring it just in case, and that was definitely a savior. Although that also got completely soaked, so... update on Jake's 4Runner. The filter that he got from Napa was actually damaged. It had a defect. So he's still rolling with the old one. And he's still kind of struggling with RPMs, so... But he is driving, which is good. The snow has melted quite a bit already. I believe what the plan is that we're gonna drop it off at the Hartzell property, and then he's gonna get it towed later on. It's also freaking crazy. There's like a perfect line of where the snow is up there. So we just were right on the other side of that line and got hammered with some snow. Down here you can tell there's not really any. It's more just wet. Dang. And we are out already, which is really surprising. I had a little bit of slippage with my all-terrains, but not the worst. We're getting a little slippy now. Yeah, you can tell it's pretty muddy. Alright, I got 2% battery left. Great seeing you guys.
Great seeing you.
That was a blast.
It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
We did it. We overlanded.
Honestly, it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it.
We got a good story out of it. This was a good time.
Definitely, definitely. Well, cool.
We tested out our bush mechanic skills. We tested out our towing skills.
Tested out our hypothermia resistance skills.
Yep. All of it.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And we saw some fall colors.
Yeah,
And we saw
definitely.
smoke.
Yeah, and heard some too.
Yeah.
Pretty epic. But
Heck yeah.
Cool. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna close out the video, guys. Really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the overlanding. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. That just lets me know that you want more content like this. So, with all that being said, I upload every single Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one.